Can you please share the life and financial concepts that you prefer talking to young people about?
You avoid doing the really dumb things, like racing moving trains to the crossing, experimenting with cocaine, risking getting AIDS or other unfortunate ailments. There are just a lot of standard things that take people down, and you just give those a wide berth. And then you want to develop a good character and good mental habits, and you want to learn from your mistakes, every single one, as you go along. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Probably if I had one piece of advice to give to young people, that across the board, it would be just to don't get in debt. I get letters every day from people that are in all kinds of financial trouble, and often it's health related, which is tragic. But very often it relates to debt. I mean, they get behind the game and they're never going to catch up. And often, it may surprise you, but often, I write these people. They're very decent people. They've just made mistakes, and I just tell them the best course is bankruptcy. I mean, they are not going to catch up, and they should start all over again, and they should never look at a credit card the rest of their life. But it would have been better if they'd gotten that advice a little earlier. But it's very tempting to spend more than you earn. I mean, it's very understandable, but it's not a good idea. If you're picking associates, pick out those whose behavior is somewhat better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. And similarly, if you hang out with a bad bunch, you're very likely to find your own behavior worse over time. But look at the people you like to associate with. What qualities do they have that you can't have if you want to? Look at the people that you can't stand to be around. What qualities do you have that they have? Can you get rid of them? You can do all of that at a young age. It gets harder as you go along. It's not very complicated.
And my final word of advice would be, if this gives you a little temporary unpopularity in your peer group, the hell with them.
And as advice, a little more applicable to me and Charlie, I was reading about a woman that was 103, and they said, "What do you like about being 103?" And she says, "No peer pressure."